voice in the conversations, the creative conversations that cultivate our communities and culture. So as an artist, I seek to create spaces where these conversations and dialogue can be had. And then from there, I find it my responsibility to give vision to that voice.
I think a lot about ageism, and I think ageism is a very strange prejudice to have because it's one where we eventually become the other, hopefully we eventually become the other that we discriminate against. So in the best case scenario, we're all going to live long, healthy lives and become old as well.
Inclusion means to me to be able to have access to whatever you're passionate about, whatever is important. It's to have access to the voice of others, and to have a channel for your voice as well.
In order to understand inclusion, I come from the perspective of also having to understand exclusion. A lot of my art focuses on dualism. So in order to have one, you must have the other. And I think that communication can do a lot of things. It can educate and destroy. It can grow and repress. And so for me, inclusion is really trying to utilize as many non-verbal ways of communication. And that's art.
When we talk about inclusion, I want to introduce the idea of encompassing human beings as every single human as being impacted by war generationally. And that's a dialogue that is yet to be included in public platform.
I think a lot of times when people think about inclusion, they think about this idea of assimilation, which I don't think is the same thing. Inclusion is basically giving people the right and the abilities and empowering a group of people in order to achieve equity. And that is really essential to a lot of the work that the artists are doing that are part of Arts Connect International. That's very important to my work, the idea of inclusion through empowering marginalized groups.